Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with helping hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Suitcase clicking on the pier, sunrise painting every pier, postcode, Gabby laughing at the waves, salty hair, that carefree face, little sticker on her back, helping hands for cruising in blue. Every wave that lifts the boat feels like it's wafting her too. Gabby on the horizon, chasing turquoise, chasing blue. Aruba in the distance, Bonner coming into view. Curacao is calling, every color shining through. Helping hands for cruising, put her dreams on the water too.
Welcome aboard, folks. Nice to have you here with Chatting with Shaun. In the chat, we've got Mickey's Adventures. Welcome aboard, Mickey. Nice to see you here. Good morning from you. Good evening from us. Happy Tuesday. And also hit the like button as you enter the chat, also to show your support. Mickey's Adventures, thank you very much, folks. Yes, please. The more we click the like, the more we introduce other people to the channel, the better it is, and the more fun we have out there. And I'll tell you why. Because if we can get to the 500 subscribers, and if we can get to the 3,000 watch hours, we then can become partially monetized. And if we can become partially monetized, every single dollar that goes into that monetization goes to putting somebody on a cruise ship. And that's our aim, is 10,000 people on board cruise ships. Gabby makes number 7. So what we've just watched is Gabby do her bit. She just came off the ABC's cruise. She had an absolute blast. It was fantastic to see her on there. And I wasn't on there, unfortunately, but we had Bruce on there, and we had Denise, and we had a number of other people that went on board that cruise. Gabby had a ball. She had an absolute blast. It was the cruise of a lifetime. So we're currently looking at trying to get some interviews in place with both her and her mum, so that we can close the chapter out. And if you've all been watching the Helping Hands for Cruising, the number 4, helpinghandsforcruising.org website, you will see there are some changes in there. And you'll start to see a page there for Australia, but more importantly, you'll start to see some changes to the prospecting pages, as in who's coming on board as a recipient, who has been a recipient, and more to the point, now you'll start seeing more advertising for the new Heroes cruise that we've got coming up in 2028. We're still waiting on the final cruise details to come through. Bruce is constantly in touch with NCL. We have another week and a bit to wait until they drop the itinerary, so we will know what ship and what itinerary. We are hoping that it takes in places like St Thomas, Tortola, that sort of area there. That's what we're hoping. But we have to wait and see. And it also depends on which ship. We know that it is an NCL ship. The question is, which one? But things have started hotting up already. We already have 3 recipients. Well, 1 recipient has been finalised, and we just need to get the final paperwork out. Well, they need to be informed that they're a recipient. Then we've got another recipient in the works right now that we are looking to finalise. And then a 3rd recipient we've received the videos for and requires the board approval. So we've currently got 3. We need 10 for the Heroes cruise. So that's going to be really exciting. All the people from the Heroes cruise are going to end up being military. I mean, if we do get somebody who's not, sorry, let me correct that. All the people who are going on the Heroes cruise are either military or first responder. But if we do get a recipient that's not a first responder, that happens to be nominated from somewhere else, then they certainly will get a spot. So currently, the one person that we've got is a first responder, another person is an ex-Navy person, 3rd person that we've got is a Gold Star family member. So that's really exciting. And yes, folks, even though somebody has actually been in the Navy, they will not have had the opportunity to jump on a cruise ship, and enjoy like most of us who have had the opportunity and go regularly on board cruises. I only have to look at some of the people that are going to be in the chat. They're cruising at least 2 or 3 or 4 times a year. Unlike us, who has to wait like every couple of years to cruise. Except for this year, of course, because at the end of this year, there will be the Great Barrier Reef happening. So we'll be leaving out of Brisbane, and there certainly will be a lot of chatter going on in the channel. If we are lucky to get our ACNC approval number, by then we may very well have a recipient on board that cruise as well. We currently have our application in. It's been 4 weeks. We are waiting on the Australian charities and not-for-profit commission to actually do their bit and actually give us the number. So when we put in the application, we were told that the application can take up to 12 weeks. Knowing the Australian government, it will take up to 12 weeks. So there you go. For those of you that are interested, on Saturday, or rather Friday night, your time at 10 p.m, Shaun and Ilana will be doing a interview with a military person and we will bringing that. This person's a Coast Guard apparently, and has served some time overseas on behalf of the military, and has so we will get some exciting conversation going on, and we'll learn more about this person. They do have, and they will be coming on the Heroes Cruise as well. They do have an attachment. The person's mother is actually associated with the board of Helping Hands. So all this will be revealed on Friday night or Saturday Arvo, depending on where you are. So it'll be Friday night Eastern for those across the pond. For those on our side of the pond, we are looking at Saturday Arvo at brunch time, midday brunch. Okay, so more news. We are currently opening up, looking at ways of getting more interest from people. Excuse me. By that we mean we're looking for people who are going to join as volunteers or members to join some of our committees. Because look, nothing happens in a vacuum. We all need donation one way or another, whether it's actual time to do functions or whether it's time to be involved in some of the work, or it's dollars. Okay, we need dollars in order to put the people on board the cruise, but when they're on the cruise, we need people to help us with helping the recipients, or helping with some of the activities that we got on board, etc., etc. So now when we're talking about activities, what are we talking about? For example, on the Heroes Cruise, we do have a Heroes Appreciation. The Heroes Appreciation will be like a military appreciation. We also have we'll have a room set aside. That'll be the sanctuary. G'day Outback Taz, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. We're just talking about all things HH4C. So if you've got any questions, ask away. So yes, we will have like a sanctuary space where recipients, if they need a bit of quiet space or they want somebody to chat to or whatever, they'll be able to go to that quiet space and just chill out. It'll be open for them. We're also putting on all sorts of activities, trying to see whether or not we can do. Now, there is a game of chance. It's called 2-Up. Now, whether or not we actually have the opportunity to do 2-Up on board the cruise ship, or maybe before, we'll have to make sure that we don't break any gambling rules. But 2-Up, typical Aussie gambling game using 2 single pennies. We'll figure out a currency structure, that might be one of the games that we got on board. There'll be a Tim Tam Slam, and there'll be a Vegemite tryout, I think, and there'll be a couple of other things, a whole lot of other activities like a bar crawl, and we're looking at getting coins, specially minted, for us to use. So that'll be awesome. We're certainly looking forward to having a great time, and so our events committee are getting things underway for that particular point of view. Also added to that, we're looking at people who will actually provide some assistance in that, hey, we may have some people in wheelchairs. We need somebody to push them around. We need somebody to man a table. We might need somebody to, I don't know, run an activity, whatever. All these things are being looked at as we speak. Lots of great opportunity happening. Lots of great things in the works. And we certainly are going to make that cruise the bestest cruise we ever had. Now, I believe that one of the activities that we've got is there's a group going to be coming on board. You know the old calendar girls things like the fireman calendar and all that sort of stuff. Well, we're hoping to get a military calendar photo shoot happening. So that's going to be really exciting. A whole bucket load of activities that are coming on board. You never know, you might be chosen as the hero of the week. Shit. Hey, we might even get it with all the recipients on board. Who knows? We are roughly, because we know the month kinda, around about September of 2028. So we are kind of like about 800 odd days away. 810, 820 days away, something like that. Can't be more specific, purely because we don't know exactly the number. The Great Barrier Reef cruise is 174 days away, so that's exciting. Moving right along, we will also be looking at this. Not only are we going to be organising the 2028 cruise, but we're also looking at, and we're pretty sure we'll have the ACNC number by then, but Christmas Eve, I beg your pardon, New Year's Eve 2029 in Sydney, followed by a cruise in 2030, the first cruise out of Sydney headed either to the South Pacific or New Zealand. That's a goal for down the track. That's over 1,000 days away. More like, we're looking at more like 1,200 days away. So there's plenty of time for you guys to plan for that cruise. It will be an exciting cruise. Really exciting. Okay. Also, in the current setup, we're looking to put together a membership program. That membership program will have many different tiers to it. Whether you're a sponsor or you're a member, everybody gets an opportunity to get plastered somewhere in the channel and also on the website. So there's a whole host of opportunities that we're looking at, and we just need to make them fly. That was at our last catch-up meeting. Our next board meeting will be next week. Not this. It was meant to be this Saturday because this last Saturday was the first Saturday of the month. Generally, the board meeting is the first Saturday of every month. But because of July the 4th being on Saturday, it was moved out a week. So the board meeting is in a week or so. So having said that, there's a lot more exciting things that are going to be rocking and rolling. And hopefully we will have a final date for you of the actual Heroes Cruise. The date of when we sail out, where we sail out from, and with other things, how we're going to sail out, what's our itinerary. Thank you, Outback Taz. I really appreciate that. Right now we really have to wait for the Australian government to come good. Once they come good, we can get things sorted. We are looking for some people on the Australian side that are prepared to help me head up the board for Helping Hands for Cruising Australia. Once we get that sorted, that particular board will then continue with fulfilling the mission, which is getting people on board the cruise ships who need it, who need a respite, who've never had the opportunity. We started this off by giving one person a cruise. That person was Kenny. Kenny was in a position where, God, he'd never seen the ocean. He'd never seen the beach. He'd never left a place called Tennessee. So we're giving that an opportunity. So we'll wait and see. Australian government, good luck. Thank you, Jonesy. I beg your pardon, Outback Taz. Your encouragement is extremely well appreciated, but really we need people to help us so that we can kick some astronaut. I do know some people do have charitable status, we should do the same. Outback Test says he'll try and help if you can. Mate, really appreciate it. Any help is appreciated. The more help we get, the better. Because at the end of the day, if I can put... Well, the goal right now is 10,000 people on board cruise ships. If I can put someone in each country on board a cruise ship because they deserve the break, I'm excited. The cruise lines should be happy because they're getting one more person on board their cruise that they would not have ordinarily, because there's no way that person will have gotten on. And really, it does change lives. I mean, if I think about it, of the people that we put on board a cruise, at least 4 of them have done a second cruise. One way or another, they've managed. And that second cruise has certainly made a huge difference. Kenny's done 3, actually. He's learned how to save some money for the cruise. So, yep, all things happen. G'day, Mike. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to see you here. It was great chatting with you the other day. Mike, if you would not mind, in the chat below, you will find my details. Can you please drop your messenger link in there, somewhere there, or communicate with me your messenger number, because I want to have a chat with you about the possibility of an interview. See if we can get you having some things up on the lines there as well. Outback Test, Jonesy's looking forward to the Queensland cruise. Well, we certainly are too, mate. Because with that cruise, we're certainly, if we have the numbers right, that is the ACNC numbers, we'll certainly be looking at the opportunity of getting a big bunch of people on board. Outback Taz is saying, Mike, g'day, brother. Yep. Yeah. Having said that, I mean, we're certainly looking forward to some really great activities happening. And we've got a couple of Americans coming on board that cruise, Rafael Viso from Viso's Travel and Eric B from Traveling with Eric B. Grow today, live today, tomorrow's never guaranteed. I forget the rest of it. But when you get together with Eric, you certainly get his whole statement. And boy, is it a great way to end a channel show. For those that are interested, if you have a look at the current website, if you look at the website, there will be in the section there'll be a newsletter. So the newsletter will be up on there, which will be now a biannual newsletter that comes out of the board. Give you guys a bit of a heads up to have a look-see. Mike is saying he'll contact me with info later. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate it. Because you'll understand why when we have a chat, you and I. It's going to be great. Yes, so we've got some exciting people coming on board, particularly this guy called Jonesy. He runs an amazing set of channels. You know, Jonesy was a broadcaster before, but actually he puts together he's got about 55,000 channels that all deal with Tasmania. Guys, we need to get people checking out the channels in a huge way. Jonesy, we're still treading water at the moment, so we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, we need more people subscribed, and we need more watch hours, more watch hours. There will be some other programs coming out on the channel. We're expecting to see something come out every day on the Helping Hands for Cruising channel. I know that I'm putting out some stuff, but there's also other people putting out things as well. People like Michael Ann. Now, Michael Ann, for those that may or may not know, Michael Ann, our member, our liaison, our recipients liaison officer, she's put out a challenge there. She wants to do, for summer, she wants to do a 100-kilometre walk, and she's looking for sponsors. So, folks, if you go along to Michael Ann Spoilt Mama, have a look at her channel. She started off by doing 3 kilometres on Friday, and apparently it was 33 degrees where she was. So 33 degrees, she's not used to 33. She lives in Canada, right? And to do 33, to do 3 kilometres in 33 degrees is amazing. That's 33 degrees C, not F. So that's amazing. So she wants to, for the month of July, complete 100 kilometres, I believe. Mike's saying good day to Jonesy, so that's awesome. And Mike, you've actually got to have a look at Outback Tassie. Anything to do with Radio Jonesy or Outback Tasmania, see what Jonesy has put up there on his channels. You'll actually get to, I forget which one it is, but one of his channels, he actually does a drive around the island. Tassie's a huge place. Well, it's the bottom of our country, and it's great. Jonesy, more quick shorts, get subs no more than 14 seconds, pick a cruising subject and ask a question or quick fact. Mate, that's a good idea. I'll certainly get that set up. I'll certainly get that going. Good way to do things. Awesome. You'll get to see what Tasmania is like. Tasmania, well, it is not the mainland. As much as Jonesy would like to say it is not the mainland. But having said that, it is the apple isle. A, because it looks like an apple, and B, because it has the cleanest water, it has the cleanest air, and some of the best beers come out of Tasmania. What can I say? I'm going to drink a bit more of my coffee. G'day Jonesy, welcome aboard Radio Jonesy. This is my drive around channel. Yeah, you got to watch that channel because that channel takes you around Tasmania, and you have a look. And Mike, you will get to drive on the correct side of the road when you're in the car with Jonesy. Tasmania island life. Well, it is. It is an island, and to be honest, what is it got that's like? Well, there's nothing like Tasmania anywhere around the world. However, the Caribbean comes a close third. Okay, I'm being smart here, but yeah, and to be honest, I've yet to get down to Tasmania anyway, to visit Jonesy in person. But that's something that Ilana and I will hopefully do fairly soon. Cash flow willing. We currently have a cruise to pay for. It's the one at the end of the year to the Great Barrier Reef. So we're definitely looking forward to that cruise. It's going to be huge. With regard to the Heroes Cruise, we're just waiting on the final dates. That will be, in fact, I'll be checking up with Bruce again tomorrow morning just to confirm. And yeah, hopefully we've got some great stuff happening out there. Might I suggest, folks, it would be great if you could hit the thumbs up. If you are just lurking in the background, have not had the opportunity to be a subscriber yet, please hit the subscribe button. It won't cost you anything, but it means the world to us. It means the world to us because the more subs we get, the more people who watch us, even if it is in the background, the more likelihood we are to get our watch hours up. And if we can get our watch hours up and our subs up, we can be financially independent. And by that we mean if we make any dollars out of the channel, those dollars go straight back into the channel so that we can get more people on board cruise ships. Jonesy, we had a high temp of 8 and it started at 1. It feels the temp was like 4C. That's what it felt like all day. It was cool. Mate, we had, so we had 14 was our forecast. I got in the car, it was 3. It is currently 8 and feels like 8 with 86% humidity in the air. So it was cold. The car even complained at 10 degrees. I had to take my mum to a medical appointment, and so while I took her there, I drove her there and the car was nice and warm by the time I dropped her off. Anyway, it is what it is. The temp down under is, we're cool. We're into winter. So hopefully you guys up north can give us some of your heat. We don't mind sharing. We'll cool you down a bit if you warm us up a bit. Ain't that the truth? All right, so let me give you a bit of a heads up on what we expect out of the cruise, who's coming and all that sort of stuff. Here's a bit of a promo on that cruise, so have a look, see what you think.
Yeah, this one's for the ones who run toward the fire and the ones who stand between us and the fight. You taste the red lights down a 2-lane road, boots hitting pavement where the brave ones go. Through smoke and sirens, you never back down, pulling folks from the wreckage, turning lives around. Oh, I see you march with brothers by your side, stars and stripes waving on the other side. You leave your family, kiss them goodbye slow, carry the weight so the rest of us can go. To the heroes in blue and red and green, thank you for the courage we've all seen. From hometown streets to distant shores, you give your all and then give more. We're standing tall cause you stood first, grateful hearts beating strong and true, helping hands for cruising since it's too long. I say thank you, y'all, where you belong. When the call comes at 3 a.m., you're already gone, running into danger while we're singing this song. You wear the uniform, the badge, the scars, defending freedom near and far. Your kids wait up, your sweetheart prays for the day you walk back through the door someday. But you keep on giving day after day, living the promise in your own quiet way. To the heroes in blue and red and green, thank you for the courage we've all seen. On hometown streets to distant shores, you give your all and then give more. We're standing tall cause you stood first, grateful hearts beating strong and true, helping hands for cruising since it's too long. To say thank you, y'all, where you belong. So where the waves are gentle on that open sea, may peace find you like it found me. You've earned the sunset, the salt air breeze, a little healing for the soul, if you please. To the heroes in blue and red and green, thank you forever from sea to shining sea, from battlefields to burning skies so wide. You've held the line, you saved our pride. We're grateful every single day we breathe for the lives you guard, the hope you leave, helping hands for cruising till it's on your way. Thank you, hero.
Yeah, carry on. Thank you for your service, and we really appreciate all you guys have done and are doing currently. Jonesy is saying, Radio Jonesy on tour is his local Northwest Tasmania channel and what he gets up to locally. Mike, thank you for that. And I'll tell you who did that one. That was put together by Chris Svitek. Chris is our treasurer. He's also ex-military, and yeah, it is a great video. We love it because it's basically putting in a nutshell what we want to achieve on the Heroes Cruise. So yeah, it's going to be amazing. We actually want to fill the ship. We want to fill the ship with military personnel and first responders. Can you imagine? 2,000 cabins sold. Those 2,000 cabins are all military inclined. Can you imagine what it would be like as a first responder, whatever? Man, we could even do revelry at 4:38. No, we won't. We won't. Promise we won't. Promise we won't. Okay. So we've got the Heroes Cruise coming up. We've got a lot of fundraising that we need to get done and organised. We are currently looking for some sponsorship. If you know of anybody any organisations out there that are willing to sponsor, whether it be time, activities, or hopefully most importantly dollars, we would greatly appreciate that. Even if they sponsored T-shirts for the cruise, I don't know, I don't care, but anything that we can put together that we can have would be a really great adventure. Jonesy was a scout leader. That's the best he got. Mate, you know what? Even scout leaders have some benefit. I actually did some first aid training for them a couple of weeks ago. Cruising is fun anytime. Cheryl, how are you? I hope you are doing well. Nice to see you here, and thank you for popping in. I heard you had a bit of a hospitalization turn, and I hope everything has worked out well for you, and you are on the up and up, as you should be. And Jonesy, don't knock the scout leaders, by the way. They do important things like well, there's oh my God, and then we can't forget the shut up, Shaun. Okay, you don't want to make fun of scout people. Yep, that's true. Okay, so moving right along. As I say, we are looking for people who will assist us in one way or another. And the more we get to assist, the better. Because at the end of the day, it will work really well. Because it's a shared effort. Jonesy, yes, he had skin cancers cut out this week. Oh, wow. I hope you're doing well. Cheryl is saying all is well and she's on the up and up, above ground. Cheryl, that's the best news. That is the best news. We want you above ground. By the way, Cheryl, I wanted to ask you, how do you like my hairdo? Because I worked really hard on my hair today. Because I figured you'd come on in. Don't laugh too loudly, okay? You'll wake Jeremy. Don't do that, please. Yeah, so, as I say, we are working on the activities. Hang on. Well, you can always throw on a wig. Oh, you'd hate the wig that I put on. Because then I look like... Yeah, I won't say. Anyway, for those that have already stream elements, thank you very much for popping in. Helping Hands for Cruising would like to thank you for your donation. If you have already, appreciate it. We'd like you to continue donating. Okay, so Yeah, we are looking for membership. The more membership we have, the better. And that means we can share out all the activities. Like I said before, nothing happens in a vacuum. And there are basically 4 people right now that do all the work. We'd like to spread the load. And hopefully, if we can spread that load, it will make life so much easier. Jonesy, 140 scout leaders ran a jamboree of 14,000 scouts in attendance, and boy, was that a busy week. What were you doing there? Were you actually scout leading, or were you doing something else like controlling traffic? Which, Jonesy, I'm not knocking the fact that you're watching traffic. You are sorely needed, especially when there's a big amount of people around doing things. Especially when there's huge traffic. A bit of information for you folk is the Australian AUD QR code. Right now that's a PayPal account, and we appreciate any donations going in there. But once we have our ACNC number, that will be changing to a Zephy QR code, and that will be so much easier for us. Excuse me, because we can keep a track of who's done what and where and how. Much easier than PayPal, because Zephy throws the money directly into our bank account, whereas with PayPal we've got to actually do the transfer, so it makes it easier. Jonesy is saying he was a security manager. That's what he was doing for years, was security. Oh, wow. I don't class you as being a security person. You know, you've got more of those mellow tones. You need to be more behind the microphone. Welcome to Radio Jonesy on the radio. Yeah, much better, you know. But I kind of reckon seeing you doing podcasting and live streaming much more your forte. All right. Question, Jonesy, how's the carnivore diet working for you? How have you been doing this week? Have you lost any, gained any? What's been going on? For me, I've been steadily losing, which is a great thing, because it takes me off medication. Yeah, that's what's been going on with me. Jonesy, you don't know me well. Mate, I know you weller than you think. The only person I know that's got bang music in the background and guitars and played music and did all sorts of stuff. Huh? Cheryl is saying Radio Jonesy has a great radio voice. That's exactly why he calls himself Radio Jonesy. In fact, Jonesy was working in one of our better radio stations in New South Wales at one particular point in time. Losing about 5 kilos a month. Good on you, mate. I'm not losing as quickly as you, but I am losing. Maybe because I'm a little bit shorter stature and a little bit thinner, and also whatever. But yeah, I am losing. I have lost in the space of 5 months, I have lost in excess of 12 kilos. So there we go. So I'm excited about that. And I'm trucking along, losing more and more slowly, one step at a time. Okay. Now, what else can I tell you? Other than getting all the exciting things happening, we are looking at trying to get a couple of other people on board the cruise, people who are on the rock and roll. Those that were on the rock and roll, we are certainly looking forward to getting them on board. People like my son, if he's able to at that particular point in time, with him, he's going to have to come up with his airfare and his cruise fare, like all of us. So, yeah, so we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Jonesy. Yes, I got way too heavy since 2020 in those stay-at-home years. Oh my goodness me. Jonesy, where were you during the lockdown? Were you already in Tassie, or were you on the mainland? Because, and if you were in Victoria, mate, our state was the worst. We were locked down the longest, and if I can ever meet that dipstick premier that actually did it to us, I would certainly teach him a thing or two about lockdowns. Seriously. We had actually spent pretty much the most of, I think it's 9 months in lockdown, our state. So that was pretty unbelievable. Anyway, I'd like to talk about happy things, about cruising. So now there is a cruise going on in next year. I don't have the, oh wait a minute, I might have. Let me just do something here quickly. I may have access to a bit of info here that I can bring up, because where is it? I just need to do some finding out about it for a minute. Let me do this. Yeah, there is a cruise coming up that's going to the windy place of Alaska. No, it's not windy, but it certainly is a good place to go. I don't know, not here. Oh, what a shame. I have to find it. Okay, a couple of people are putting on a cruise to Alaska. It is both Jen.Cone and Shannon, who are both on the board of Helping Hands. They have decided that they want to do a cruise to Alaska, and the benefit of that particular cruise to Alaska is that they will actually be promoting the Heroes Cruise, and if lucky, somebody from that cruise will actually go on board. There will be a free cabin, apparently. With the right amount of numbers, there will be a free cabin for somebody to go on to the Heroes Cruise. I don't have the advert handy. I wish I did. I'd put it up so that you guys could have a look-see. And I'd have to find it. I was going to put it up, but I didn't. At any rate, we'll get that sorted at another stage. I'll have to find it. Anyway, so, yeah. So, if you have not been to Alaska, the time frame that they're looking at is around about February. So if you do, it's February of 2027. I can find out the exact dates and come back to you with that next time. But yeah, Jonesy was in New South Wales on the Central Coast in a beachside apartment. Okay. And New South Wales did do some lockdown, but they were nowhere near as bad as we were. So, Jonesy, when did you make the move down to Tassie? Wouldn't have been that recent, would it? Yeah. Anyway, talking about Tassie. So, I will get you, if you're interested in Alaska, I will get you in touch with Shannon and Jen. The next promotion that I do, or the next show that I do next week, Tuesday, it will be up there as an advert, and you can have a look-see. Be nice for you to go along, enjoy the fun in the sun and all that sort of stuff. I don't have a lot more to say. We're coming up with 10 minutes to go to the hour. I'm going to wish you all a fantastic day. Tomorrow, I will be joining with Jimmy on the Astute Tourist Cup of Joe Live. The two of us will be playing havoc as we usually do. And what I will do is leave that in your capable hands. And of course, folks, looking forward to Friday evening, 10 p.m. Eastern. Friday evening, 10 p.m. And we will be doing that interview with a young lady. I'm not going to say who she is, but you'll get to learn her pretty well soon. Jonesy saying, by the way, he's doing their local 5 kilometer park run every Saturday morning. It's a huge thing down there. That's awesome, Jonesy. Do it live, will you? Show us how you do it live. And 2021 is when you went down, right? 2021, just before, or just after. Sorry, just after that nasty thing. Anyway, all right, folks. With that in mind, I'm going to wish you all a fantastic evening from our side. Those of you on our side of the pond, those of you across the pond, have a great day. And please, certainly think about how you can help Helping Hands for Cruising, whether, in what capacity, whether it be if you're down here, a board member, that'd be great, or if you want to just work in the background and do stuff, we would appreciate it. Any which way you can. Take a look, please check out our playlists, and yeah, have some fun. We'll catch you guys next time. Have a great day, take it easy, and be good.
Dreams set sail today, rising up no delay. Hands reach out, we say, join us, come what may. Waves of hope we ride, strength is found inside. Together side by side, we conquer every tide. Helping hands for cruising, every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing, nothing just.
This is from Fantastic Cruiser Group, Carnival Pride. We had a blast, we enjoy ourselves.
Smiles light up the night, under stars so bright. Turning
I want to
wrongs to
thank him and
right,
Matt.
holding on so tight. Sail with me, we'll find joy in every kind.
That we all joined ourselves together, and they are great friends of ours now. We got 2 brothers. And
who are they?
Paul, Dewey, and Captain Bill.
Alright, so you guys just had your first cruise. How did you guys enjoy it? And what do you think was your favorite thing that you did?
Favorite thing that we did?
Every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing. Nothing, just keep moving. Helping hands for cruising. Every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing. Nothing, just keep moving.
And do you guys have any recommendations for first-time cruisers?
Under stars so bright,
Believe everything you hear when they say you want to eat.
Definitely.
Food here.
holding on so tight.
It's convenient, right at hand.
Sail with me, we'll find
Ice cream machine needs
joy in every kind.
every time you walk through the door,
Leave
it's
the
right
past behind. In each
Great, well
way
thank you for
find
letting me
why.
interview you.